How I became a social media freelancer. My name is Stacia Kennedy, and I want to share with you my story about how I became a social media freelancer. Before I get into the good stuff, make sure to like and subscribe and comment below if you're new to the tribe. I'd love to see and hear from you and learn where you're watching this video from. I am so excited to share with you my story. I have been doing this now for about 10 years. I was at a nonprofit event with a friend of mine, and we were just there helping some of the volunteers, and I saw my mentor speaking at an event. I filmed him with my, at the time, flip cam. So they actually don't even make flip cams these days, and filming with our phones is like way more high quality now than it was back then. And I filmed my mentor speaking, and I shared that story. His story is amazing. You'll definitely need to hear about that. I'll link his video somewhere here on this video. And I shared his story on Facebook, tagged him, and I got a phone call saying, "How did you do that? I need someone to do that for me." And he could see the writing on the walls back then. Again, when Facebook really just started, it just opened up to the public, as before it was just for college students. And I got on it for business purposes from the very beginning. And I, shared every time I met someone in person at a live networking event, I would go onto Facebook and friend them, and I was very shy. So it was just my way to connect with them through the internet. And after meeting someone, had a great vibe with, I would post information about them or tell all my friends, "Hey, you got to meet this realtor, you got to meet this, home inspector, you have to meet this awesome person who does XYZ," right? And I would just share it with my friends, and people just would love that I, shared their business with my friends and family, right? They were super appreciative, and that's how I built my network, is just giving without an agenda. I did not, do that in exchange for something. And so that's how it all started. My mentor called me and was like, "I need someone to do this. Let's try it out for 90 days. And I just knew that I don't have a marketing degree or anything, but I just knew, like, in order to get in front of more people, that this would be a way. Facebook was a way to be able to do that, right? And then from there, I invested in myself. He invested in me. And I didn't even know he was hiring a social media freelancer. I didn't even know that was a thing. I just knew, like, this is how you could do it. And then I invested in myself on learning more about how to use social media to help other people and help them grow their business. And I also knew that I wanted to work with this mentor. He is a realtor, a developer, an entrepreneur. And I learned very quickly in my endeavors as an entrepreneur and in direct sales previously, that if, Tony Robbins says, if you want to be successful, find someone who's achieved those results and copy and duplicate what they do, and you'll achieve the same results too. So I knew no matter what he was going to pay me, I wanted to work with this mentor of mine and get, it wouldn't even matter. The amount that he paid me was equivalent to, just so much more than what I learned, right? And what I invested in myself, and what he invested in me, with the best coaches and trainers in marketing in the field of real estate. And then I also branched off, learning more about video marketing. I knew that was a way to be able to tell his story. And that's how I was able to do that, was, turn on that camera and had him tell his story and share that with all of my friends and family. And I knew there was more people that needed to hear his message. So from there, I literally just, 90 days turned into 7 years, and I just really loved it. I was basically part of the family, and now he's my rich dad. So I'm so grateful. I began to, grow out of the position. I basically did everything. I was his right hand girl, right? So his wife and himself and myself, there was 3 of us that were on the team. Of course, there was other people that we worked with and distributed out leads to, but it was really just us 3. And I grew out of it. I grew out of the position. And I knew that I was meant for more. I knew that I was meant to be able to work with more people, and I could make a lot more money as a social media freelancer than working for one person on an hour basis, right? So I got out of the mentality of working dollars for hours, and I started working my own business, generating income through affiliate marketing, creating my own YouTube channel. And as I was getting better at getting him results, he would refer people to me as well too. So he believed in entrepreneurship. He believed in me, and I had to believe in myself. Once I was able to believe in myself, and literally, I mean, not literally, but I had to burn the boats. I had to burn the boats and leave the comfort zone of getting a paycheck every 2 weeks and go and become my own boss, become a social media freelancer. So that's how I got started, how I became a social media freelancer. I just knew that I was meant for more than just an hourly wage, right? I could work with people that he referred me to on a project basis and make thousands of dollars more than I would on an hourly basis, and having to go into an office, right, to his home office and building someone else's empire. Though I loved him and they were like family, I knew that I was meant to be able to create my own empire. So if you are interested in becoming your own boss, becoming a social media freelancer, I have created tools for you as well too. So if you'd like to learn more about how to become a social media freelancer, I have gone through so many different trainings and tools, and I have put together a guide for you. So click the link in the description if you're interested in learning about how you can become a social media freelancer. If you have any more questions about how I got started or anything else around online marketing, social media, I would love to hear your feedback, and I will definitely create a new video for you. All right, so comment below, let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Much love and aloha.